Alright, so this is our group project for Industrial Engineering 230. We got me, Daniel, Emily, Francois, Fred, and Matt. I did a little bit of the simulation and helped with the recording. Emily made the PowerPoint that we're using right now. Francois did the rate table in Simio, and that allowed us to actually simulate like different creation rates for all the entities at different times. And he's also our resident cheese connoisseur. Fred pretty much did all of the simulation, which is really cool because we kind of need that. And then Matt is our pyrotechnics expert.
Problem description. We noticed that there was a lack of transportation over to the East Campus to get to docks. The problem was that students wanted easier access to food, but bus routes don't allow them to get to food conveniently throughout the day.
In order to solve this problem, we simulated our situation in Simio. As you can see, our proposed solutions allows a bus that is already in existence to go on a new route from Green Hall to docks, from docks to the ROT, and from the ROT back to Green Hall. We went out and tested this drive personally to test the amount of time that the bus would take on each individual route, both testing the clockwise pattern and counterclockwise pattern, and decided that the clockwise pattern would be more time efficient route to take. The bus capacity was 40 to simulate the average bus size, and all of this allowed us to simulate the approximate amount of volume that these buses would be taking on during an average day.
Looking at the results we received from our simulation, we find that the average number of students that were riding a bus or waiting for a bus was 30 students, or 31 if you want to round up. There's no half people on our buses. This is good for us because the bus capacity for all of the buses on Liberty Campus right now is around 40, so we averaged 10 students below that waiting and or in the system, so every bus was able to take the students on the route. It should also be noted that the time that an average student waited in the system was 0.3 hours, which converted to minutes is 18.4 minutes, which is solid. The 18.4 minutes represents the time that they get in line waiting for a bus, and while them riding the bus all the way to the time that they get off the bus at whatever stop they choose to go. Like stated earlier, to make our results the most accurate we could, we created a rate table that predicts the amount of students that would be using the buses at different times. And our bus route would be running from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And from 7 to 11 p.m., or 11 a.m., sorry, we predicted that 50 students at each stop per hour would get on a bus. We also accounted for the increase in students for lunch rush, and we predicted that the lunch rush would be around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And for that time, we predicted and increased the number of students that will be using this bus route to 100 students per hour. And after the lunch rush, we decreased the number of students back down to 50 students using this bus route per hour. And it should also be notified that it will be 50 students all the way until 8 p.m.
So, in conclusion, we figured out that this would be beneficial not only to the students, but also to the bus operators. It's obvious to us that when there's a lot of people on the bus, it's stressful for both the student and the bus operators. So, by adding an extra bus route that's strictly for food, traffic on the buses between school buildings, such as DeMoss and Green Hall, would be cut significantly, especially in the hours such as from 11 to 1, which are the dining hours. This bus route would also provide a direct route for transportation to all dining locations for students, which would be convenient for us, especially since it doesn't currently exist. So, implementing this new bus route would be beneficial to both the student and the bus company.
Now, in true conclusion, you could say that our project was explosive. Woo! Drop the mic.
It's not letting me stop.